Morning everyone out there, hope you're all well. Hope you had a good week, hope you had a safe week, and hope you haven't had too depressing a week with all the crappy news that's been going on. But where am I today? Fishing bug, the illness. I'm down at a beach at Shoreham. A few of you be familiar with it. Got down here this morning, well it's mega early, it's 5:30 and it's already warm. Loads of people out on paddle boards. Down that away is Worthing, you can see Worthing Pier. That away we're going up towards Port Slade and then towards Brighton. But I've come up the beach away from the car park, trying to get away from swimmers and all the other things that goes on. Tide, going out for a spot more, and then I'm going to fish it all the way until 1 o'clock. Baits, 2-hook flapper rig here, clip down, bluey, pennelled up there. And what am I going to get today? I really don't know. It's very clear, the water. It's going to be beezer hot, and I don't think the fish particularly like coming in too close in hot water. What am I doing? Stupid man. It's too early. Coming in too close in bright water, and it is bright water today. So I'm going to get one of these rods out. Which one should we buzz out? This one, I think. Let's crack this one out. So this is the 2-hook flapper. I've got very short snoods on here and just an ordinary non-gripper weight, but I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue today. Took the advice of one of my viewers out there who said I should wet the spool before I lob it out, so I chucked a load of bottled water on it, and it's worked. I am cooking my, well, I was going to say nuts off, but I don't know where that saying comes from. But there we go. Right, let's get this out. Sitting here always reminds me of Danny. Danny, if you're watching, big fingers up for your chap. Danny hails from the sort of Isle of Sheppey direction, I suppose, and sits on his chair philosophising, and I really like listening to him. But I had a pretty crappy week. I went to this memorial down in Devon for this poor lady who died in a not a very nice way. Stayed in a really odd bed and breakfast that shouted at me to take my shoes off as I walked through the door. I was going to eat fish and chips there, but when I saw the room I thought, no, they'll evict me. Big shout out to Carl. Carl, if you're watching, chap, you're always welcome down south. Carl doesn't catch bream up around the Humber area, although I'd like to be up around the Humber area in the winter months for cod. But I spent a couple of weeks in the Humber canoeing when I was in the military, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how can that body belong to a man who used to be in the military? Well, it was quite a few years ago, and we spent a whole 2 weeks smelling like polecats, sneaking up on the enemy covertly under cover of darkness. Ridiculous, grown men behaving like that. And when I'm leaving the bed and breakfast, there's a little narrow entrance in and a narrow one out, and it's a big old farmyard, so horse and cart entrances. But I needed to get out the other entrance. I needed to swing out wide to then go straight, and as I'm swinging out to go straight, I hear this clump, and I get out and have a look, and it's a clay sort of flower pot that I've knocked off a brick, and it's broken. And this mad, completely bonkers woman comes launching out, you outsiders, giving it all this, really like aggressive. Yeah, she must have been 75, 80, should have known better. So I offered her 30, I don't want your filthy tourist money. I said, well, it's 30 quid, you can buy 10 pots for that. Begrudgingly she took it. I got in the car, Old Paul would have gone, you can shove your pot, and I'm going to get a spade and help get the pot up there. But new Paul child thought it's not really worth getting all ruffled over nothing. And my wife was saying, just let it go. Anyway, we're driving out. The landlady comes legging up, and I think, oh, she wants to apologise for her neighbour. And she didn't. I'd driven over another pot as I was going out, which serves the old woman, right, anyway, more money. But I would not recommend going there, and I certainly will not be going back. All I've got to eat today are 2 boiled eggs and a packet of cheesy Wotsits. And before you say, John, and I know you will, it wouldn't harm me if I didn't eat for several days. I did try to get food this morning. I swung into Tesco's thinking, well, they'll be open, the 24-hour, it says on it. I've been in there at 4:30 in the morning, 5. I got in there at 5. And they went, no, we don't open till 6. Why? COVID again. So then I thought, well, I'll try a garage. So I went to a garage, and you can buy petrol through the little, and you pay through the little cubbyhole thing. But they wouldn't give me any sandwiches. He said he couldn't leave his station, even though there was no one in the forecourt, and the sandwiches were very nearby. And I went, I'll have one of them and one of them. It's very unhelpful people around. So what do? I'm in a quandary. I'm finishing here about 1, so 3 more hours, and I'm on the south coast, and there are loads of fish and chip shops around here. Do I get fish and chips and eat them in my car and then go home? Right, I have just had a stonker of a bite. So this little chap here, which is a bream, and I'm going to put him back for another happy day in the sea. So yeah, kind of rewarded. I just hope we get a few more. Right, let's get him back. Oh, that was a bit of excitement. I was on the telephone, and it came along and absolutely hammered the bait. One of these like big bang bang bites. I think we have a bite on this rod here, I think. So let's have a little see what we might have on here. It looked like a bit like a bream bite or a canoe bite. I've got all the idiots in canoes and other bits going up and down in front of me. But I think it's a fish. It is. It's another one. Whoa! It's a fish and a half. Right. Look what we got. This is a proper little bream. So he gave a stormer of a bite, but he's going to get his freedom. As you can see, there he is, a fine fish. So he's about probably a pound or thereabouts, but we'll get him back in. And he definitely deserves his freedom. Steamer of a bite. Thank God for you little chaps. So I've bobbed on 2 more black lug. The bream are obviously doing their thing at the moment with the tides coming in, so I've probably got about another hour or so and then I'll be done. have something definitely on here. Just been talking to a nice chap on the beach, wondering what we've been catching. So hopefully I'll be able to show him. There's something on here. He's getting some. He's getting some. Oh yeah, fine little bream. They're game little fish, aren't they? Come on, little chap. Right. Quick moment of fame for the bream. There you go. Nice little chap. He's about half a pound. Right, as you can see, my rods are down and gone. I've got peed off with the amount of idiots swimming up and down underneath me, around me, pulling the rod over, and it's fairly evident what I'm doing, so I'm going to pack up and I'm going to go home. It's all these stupid paddleboarders. You know, if you're going to paddleboard past a fisherman, then go out 100 metres. Don't come in under the line 10 metres off the beach, 15 metres off the beach. I really don't understand it. But let's not be grumpy. We've caught fish, which is really, really good. I'm going to be home for two, for cider and some light cheesy snack. And then I'm going to put the film together and get it up into YouTube land. So as ever, everyone out there, my subscriber base is going up. And I really, really appreciate the new subscribers, but I could always do with more. I'm chasing down 500 at the moment, so big thanks to all of you out there, and I really appreciate it. I love all the comments, and it's become kind of part of my life, I have to say. Driving my wife mad because I keep disappearing fishing, but I think she's quite happy for me, and I actually caught fish today. I can't believe it. It's extraordinary. 3 bream, all to myself, which is fantastic. So stay safe, look after yourselves.